Hey everybody. I am super excited today because I've brought on an amazing guest to share her story. Now I want to introduce you to my ex-wife, Riya, who's also my best friend. Um, we have a really amazing relationship. We're really blessed to have the kinship that we have and the friendship that we have. We've just kind of been through a lot together, and so it was just healthier. Plus, we have 3 kids together, so it's healthier for us to um, have this type of relationship as opposed to being fighting. But I think,
Exes don't have to fight all the time.
yeah, it doesn't need to be that way. But anyway, we woke up together too, or started the awakening process together, and so I think that has a lot to do with why we're so close and such
Yeah.
good friends too. But I wanted to introduce her because she is one of the most powerful and amazing and beautiful souls I've ever met in my life. And it's because of her that I actually met the Lyrans. Funny thing is last summer when we were first when our journey kind of first started, this is while we were still together, um, she told me about this visitation that she had from the the Lyrans. It was a male and a female, and she described them to me. And I was like, at the time, I didn't know they were Lyrans. I had to start doing my research to figure that out at the time. But it blew my mind because I'd been a fan of some other people who talk a lot about this stuff, and I knew about a lot of other races, but I'd never heard of like a feline type of race. And that's when I started doing my research. And so she didn't know anything about it either when they first visited her.
We'd never researched on that at all,
Nope.
and we didn't do any kind of. We never knew such thing even existed. And all of a sudden, I was visited by these two, one male and one female, like tiger type face, and uh, had these stripes. But then they looked more like humanoid, like human type. But
Spacesuits
then
and
a
stuff.
spacesuit, like dark blue with gray on it, and they looked so not from this world, but they looked super advanced. But they also look so humble, and they are tall and very. Their vibe is so loving and
Pure love,
super
yeah.
nice, and they wanted to reach out to me, help me out in some ways. They wanted to tell me something. I had a couple of time visitation from them, and then I didn't have anything after that.
Yeah, and that was during the type of our separation, and we were
Yeah,
going
we
through
were
some
going through
really,
so much
really hard
emotional stuff.
things,
So
and we weren't in the right vibration to receive visitations from them anymore. But she actually got invited by them on their ship, and they told
yeah,
her that she was going to be gone for like a week or something,
for a
right?
week or something. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe inside of me or in my mind, I wasn't prepared. So they never came back to me, or I never called them. You got to be more prepared mentally, physically, and just basically spiritually in order to have those type of journeys, or even be contacted by other races and stuff. Because recently I was telling, and but the Lyran thing happened last summer,
Yeah.
when we were getting like really bad and separation and stuff. But other than that, this this entity came. I mean, I wouldn't
No,
call it entity.
let me
It's
introduce this
okay.
part.
All
Sorry,
right, all
before
right.
we get into it.
Okay, all right.
All right. We got off on a tangent with the Lyran thing because we were just trying. I was just trying to show you basically how amazing she is and that she's able to make these connections with these races. But the point of this video is to introduce you to a race that I've never heard of again. So she's introduced me to a new race called the Simaarans,
Simarans.
and they're absolutely beautiful people. And I'll let her describe what they look like and what they're like. But the one that has been in touch with her, his name is Kinvin, and he's been mentoring her and teaching her. And I can feel his energy through her. So I just feel how beautiful he is, and I just appreciate him so much. But she'll get more into that. I wanted her to share her experience with Kinvin because I've never heard of the Simaarans before. Maybe some of you have, and I'll love to hear it in your comments if you are aware of this race as she describes them and what they're all about and what they look like and how they're here to help and all that stuff. So, Riya, take the wheel.
Okay, thanks. So, one night when I was sleeping, I was, when you're in a state where you're half asleep and half awake, you're super tired, your eyes are so ready to close, but then around what's going on, even though you're half asleep. Well, so I was almost in that stage, and I saw this being that came in my sight, and it looks super real, as if I could feel it right there standing in front of me. And he is like half raccoon. I know it's weird, but he's half like raccoon. No, 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 not rocket, but half raccoon and half human. But they're like 15 feet tall type of beings. And then it looked more like the vibe, the love. It was more like sensei type of, have you seen Ninja Turtles or what was that other thing?
Like Splinter,
like, yeah,
or like he reminds me a lot of like the Dalai Lama, or
yeah,
like
type of.
what's another example other than Splinters? I think that's a really good example.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen how they're calm, but then I found out they're a warrior race. And he told me, okay, at this point, I'm not with anyone. At this point, I'm so confused in my own life. And I just didn't know what to do, where to go. So he came and he said, everything is web in this whole world. So when I say web, means like anything I say will affect him indirectly, directly. Anything he does or says, or anything he does, or every movement that we do affects someone or the other. So we got to watch what we do, because when we do those things, it creates webs. It creates a way. It creates different directions where we can take a move. So for example, if I say you're bad, he's going to have a bad day. And then because of his bad day, he's going to be affected. Someone else will be affected by his words if he says something to them. So basically I could see a whole web, and I could see a destiny where each and every person is walking on those webs, whether it's good, bad, doesn't matter what route you're in, you're going all in the same direction, except for those who are taking the bad choice are having more hard time and are being more away from the destiny where we all are supposed to be. So basically there is this place where we all supposed to be, go back, which is our, whatever you want to call it, the higher being, the person who we are, like we are each other, that whole source. We're supposed to go back to that place. And we all are in this route, in different type of route where we're going to the same place. But different people are taking different routes. Some are taking bad, some are taking good. We got to choose good in order to have either Gaia or your environment or other people or, nature show you the way faster to go and be awakened to go to that place, rather than choosing the bad bad route where you will be able to be pulled back or go some other route instead of the route you're supposed to be in.
Yeah. So, and to add a little bit more to that experience, there was another. So right before Kinvin showed up and started mentoring her and teaching her, and I don't want to. I'm going to say it just to remind you to talk about it, but okay. He also taught her how to see down the web, so she can see what choice, like where that choice will lead her. So if she wants to make better choices, she can look and see where this choice is going to take her. Look down this way and see what this choice is going to take her to. And
yeah, just a little bit. I can see he's teaching me, he's mentoring me, he's my mentor. He comes to me quite often, and I try to interact with him, learn a lot from him, because this race, Simaarans, they're really humble. And especially my mentor, he's trying to teach me how to look a little bit in future. I would say not like, a whole lot of, but just to think and ponder upon what my choices or my decisions will do, or what it will do, or where it will take me. So I can take a look, a little bit sneak peek on the web and find my route, where I need to be. So I'm currently on that path where I need to be. I know that I'm supposed to touch a lot of lives and help them awaken and help them, be on the right path.
She's absolutely a light worker. But right before Kinvin showed up, I think he kind of showed up. I don't know. Maybe this is what instigated it. But a couple of times another being showed up to her.
Yeah.
And he was, when she started telling me about it, I was like, I just didn't trust him from the beginning.
Yeah, he was kind of deceiving. He was like, come to me and I'll give you all kind of things that you're looking for. I know you're so confused.
But he wasn't Simaaran.
Because at that time I was going through so much emotional time, like so much emotions and like so much, I don't even know how to explain you. You can only imagine people. Sometimes I would be depressed, sometimes I would be so stressed from work, kids, my relationship, everything breaking down. and I just didn't know what to do. And he would say, just come with me and I'll help you. I'll take you to this path and
Just
you'll
describe what
receive
he looked like,
everything.
too. Describe
And
what
he looked like a goat head, but he had human type of body, but not really human type. He had hair all over, and he looked didn't really look super evil, but didn't really look really humble either. He's
Yeah.
like a deceiving type of,
Yeah, like he reminds me of your typical negative entity trying to like lure you in. Like he was like, I'll give you all of these things if you just come with me. Basically like make your wildest fantasies come true type of situation.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, buddy. We're busy right now. Can you go back for just a minute? Let mommy and daddy talk.
Go back to your room.
Sorry.
Have my
Okay, yeah.
Go.
There you go. Thank you. But anyway, yeah, so Kinvin has been just an amazing resource for Riya, and just a beautiful, beautiful person to have in her life. And I just wanted her to get on here and introduce you guys to the Simaarans, in case you had never heard of them. I'd never heard of these people before, or even heard anyone describe anything like a raccoon type of person. But then again, like I said, back when she first told me these feline people came to her, I had no idea about the Lyrans. I had to start doing my research. And then since then, you guys know my story. I've got a video on it. I had started having interactions with them afterwards. But anyway, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Anything
And
else
if
you wanna
anybody's wondering, I'm from India.
Okay, so I guess any other additions you want to make?
Nope.
Awesome.
I just wanted to share that beautiful experience.
Yeah.
If anybody out there seen anything like that or experiencing such thing, just comment down so that I can feel related to it, and I can, probably respond. I can tell him to respond for me, and then just like this video and let us know how you feel. If you feel connected to us or connected to the being that I'm talking about, or do you know that kind of race? Just let us know. Either way, just let us know. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. We love you.
We love you.
Love and lights to you all. And I just want to give a shout out to Higher Self too for all of their help in helping us get our message across. They're such beautiful, beautiful people. Anyway, sure appreciate all of you guys. And
bless
we
you
love
guys.
You. Mwah.
Mwah.